TheWaterwhispers. Hello everyone. I hope that you've all been doing very, very well. I just came back from a trip to Scotland. We've been there from the 11th of April till the 16th. And today I thought I could tell you a little bit about our trip to Scotland. And hopefully my whispers will make you relaxed and tingly. And hopefully my voice will be able to put you to sleep, or at least put you in a relaxing state of mind. So, currently I am on the houseboat of my friends, Jules and Maria again. We also stayed here before we went to Scotland. We're gonna leave in a couple of days to stay with a friend in Amsterdam. But yeah, I really wanted to make a new video for you guys. I miss all of you, and a lot of you always like my stories, so I thought that I could share my Scotland journey with you that I did together with Chris. So on the 11th of April, we flew to Glasgow Airport, Scotland, which is northeast, southwest, like to the west, up north in Scotland, on the left side of Scotland. And Darren, Scottish Whispers, came to pick us up. We know Amanda and Darren from the ASMR meetup that Chris and I organized in August 2013. So those were the people that we stayed with. And then when Darren picked us up from the airport in Glasgow, we drove to their house and we met their 3 kids, a son and 2 daughters, all under the age of 5. I think the oldest that was there was 4 years old, and the youngest was 5 months. So we stayed with them in the house, and it was really nice to see them again, since we did not see them since 2013. And then in the evening, we went to a bar. I don't know if it was a pub, but it was definitely a bar with the kids, since it seems to be common in Scotland for families to bring their kids to a bar, which I thought was funny because I've never seen that before. So we had some drinks there and some fries, which they call chips, like fish and chips. And then in the evening, we went back home. What else did we do? I think on the first day, we also explored the mall that was close to them. Not an underground mall, but just like an industrial area with different stores. And then on the second day that we were there, I think in the evening we played some Cards of Humanity, which I think is a really fun game. We actually played the card game, not on the mobile app. And then the next day we drove to Edinburgh with the 3 nice strip of buildings where you have a cathedral, which was also closed, which was really strange because it was supposed to be open. But yeah, we took a lot of pictures there, and I ate a really, really delicious burger. It was probably the best burger I've ever had. No, it was the best burger I've ever had. I can't remember what the place was called. I think it was called Burgers and Beer. Burgers and Beer, and it was really delicious. So since we didn't get to see everything what we wanted to see in Edinburgh, we decided to go to Edinburgh the next day ourselves by train. So we had a really nice train ride through the Scottish landscape. It was really, really, really pretty. I did not get to see the Highlands, for example, but what we saw of the countryside was really, really nice. And then we met up with a high school friend of Chris. It was really funny that his high school friend was actually studying in Edinburgh. Like, what are the chances? And she said that we could stay with her because her roommate was gone till after Easter. So we were able to stay in the room there. And let's see, what did we do that night when we got there? I think we went, we went out for dinner to this really, really nice restaurant that was set in an old theater. And Jacqueline, the high school friend of Chris, told us that there was a lot of protesting around this building because nobody wanted it to turn it into a restaurant. Everybody wanted to keep it as a theater. But it was, it happened anyways. And this theater was so nice. Like, the stage was still there, the stairs were still there, but they just turned it into a restaurant. And that is where I tried the very Scottish dish called haggis. If you're from Scotland or the UK, you probably know what that is. But if you're not, haggis used to be a dish that is served into sheep's stomach. I know this sounds really, really gross. But yeah, it's pretty much a dish that contains oats, onion, herbs and spices, and what else? Sheep liver, sheep lungs, and sheep heart. And I was really grossed out about this dish, just thinking about what it is. But then I was like, okay, I eat escargots. Escargots are snails. And that has been my favorite dish for many, many years now. So I just thought, you know what, I'll just try it. And I actually really, really liked it a lot. It was very tasty. Definitely something that I would not be able to eat every single day, but it was so tasty. So that was really nice that we were able to try out a very traditional dish. And then that day, before we ate haggis, during the day, Chris got really, really sick. And he's pretty much been bedbound for the rest of our stay. It was really, really bad. And I felt so bad for him that he really didn't feel good enough to go out and do anything. But there was, luckily, on the 15th of April, the day before we flew back to the Netherlands, he felt good enough to walk around Edinburgh, only for that one day. So we walked to Edinburgh. It was literally like a 15-20 minute walk from where Jacqueline lived. And we got to see all the souvenir stores and the beautiful buildings. was from the 1860s approximately. The building that we stayed in was from 1863. So yeah, we walked around the city and we got to enjoy all the beautiful churches, and we also walked to the castle. The castle was really, really beautiful. We didn't actually buy tickets to get into the castle because there was a lineup of like, I don't know, maybe 200, 300 people. It was a lot of people because it was the day right before Easter. But yeah, we did go into the area where you are allowed to go in the castle, and we took some nice pictures, and the view up there was amazing. It was so, so beautiful. You could see very, very far, and you could see some mountains in the distance, and the rest of the city. It was so, so beautiful. So we filmed a little bit there, and we took a lot of pictures. And what else did we do? We walked through the streets, and we had some coffee here and there. And we bought some souvenirs. Chris bought some presents for his sisters, which is really cute. Some nice scarves. And we also checked out this really, really cool old bookstore. They were selling original Charles Dickens books there. And they also had some books from the 1500s. Oh my goodness, I could have bought the entire store, but I ended up not buying anything. There was just too much to choose from, so I hope that one day I might be able to go back to Scotland to see a little bit more, such as the Highlands and things like that, so that I can also buy some really nice antique books. Maybe some of you remember that I really like old antique books, especially to make ASMR videos with, to tap on them. So yeah, what else did we do? We also went to a Swedish restaurant. I know we were in Scotland and try out Swedish cuisine, but it was really nice. The restaurant was called Akva, A-K-V-A, A-K-V-A, and it had very typical Swedish furniture, not IKEA furniture. This is actually the first time that I went into a restaurant that did not have IKEA furniture, and that was Swedish. So I wanted to do my name some justice. I'm just joking around, but my first name is actually Swedish. Ilse. I-L-S-E. It's actually Swedish. My dad got that name from Sweden before I was born. And so yeah, we decided to try out the restaurant named Akva. And as a starter, I had some herring dipped in lemon dill yogurt dressing. It was so good. And they served it with toast, which is called knäckebröd, which is a Swedish toast with some salad. It was super, super tasty. It was amazing. And one of my previous videos, I actually made a herring eating video. So, as you might have seen in that video, I love herring. So I decided to try it. And then for the main course, I had some shiitake, which is mushroom, a certain type of mushroom, shiitake, mushroom and sun-dried tomato risotto, and it was so good. And Chris ordered steak with grilled tomatoes on the vine with some mashed potatoes, and seriously, this was the best steak I have ever tried. Chris felt the same way. We've had quite a bit of steak in different restaurants in different countries, but I've never tasted anything like this steak. It was ridiculously good. It was so good. So that was very, very tasty. What did we do after? Yeah, after that we just decided to go back to the place that we stayed at with Jacqueline. And I really wanted to film a video for you guys. I wanted to film a video so bad, but because it was right on the street, the room was at the front of the house, so there was a street, and it was so busy. There was no way that I was able to film a nice, relaxing, and quiet video for you. So, unfortunately, I did not get to film anything in Scotland other than the footage that we took while walking around, which was still nice, but I was hoping to film something more sophisticated and more professional for you guys, but it just didn't work out, especially with Chris being sick as well. So yeah, so that was our trip, our crazy wild trip to Scotland. And on the 16th of April we flew back to the Netherlands. Chris was still not feeling great, so I was really happy that he was able to not get too sick when we were flying. But as soon as we arrived here in the Netherlands, Chris just got into bed, and he is still recovering from everything that he's been through. So I'm really happy to be back in the Netherlands again. I still consider the Netherlands to be where my heart is. I'm Dutch, so I guess that makes sense. And in a couple of days we're going to Amsterdam, and we're gonna hopefully do some cool stuff there. I'm gonna meet the one Lilium in Amsterdam. She's gonna fly over from the 20th until the 25th of April. So we're gonna try and film something for you guys. Hopefully we have enough time to do so. And we are going to stay with S.G. Collins. He is a film producer that I met through the ASMR community, and we're gonna stay with him in Amsterdam. So I am hoping to check out the Anne Frank house. I've never seen the Anne Frank house. I guess when you're a local, you don't really think about visiting touristy attractions and things like that, but I would really like to visit it. And King's Day is on the 27th of April, and that is when the whole country explodes into party mode, pretty much. So Chris is going to experience King's Day for the first time, which is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fun. And yeah, up until I don't know what we're gonna do after that. Maybe we'll come back to this beautiful, beautiful boathouse that we're staying in for the last few days until we fly back to Canada on the 4th of May. But we'll see. I don't know exactly how it's gonna go yet. But what I do know is that I would like to send you a lot of love and positivity. I hope that you understand that I can't film too much at the moment. I still really try to enjoy my holiday, but at the same time I do miss filming, so I'm trying to balance it out, which I'm not very good at, in my opinion. But yeah, I'll see if I can film a video again soon when I'm in Amsterdam, although I cannot guarantee you when I'm gonna have quiet time to film. So, with that being said, I would like to wish you a good day or night, depending on where you are in this world. And I would like to send you a lot of love and good vibes. And I would like to thank you so much for listening. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already for more videos. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Thumbs down if you didn't. And leave a comment if you have any suggestions or if you have anything to say about what you just saw. Okay, sweeties. I hope to see you again very, very soon.